There's this news that has been making round that Fubara is being told to join APC if he wants to be reinstated or called back to be governor to continue his governorship work, which a lot of people have said it does not make sense. That instead he should have done that before now. Why now? Then why the old fights and all the stress? He should have just done that. But I don't know whether that was one of the things they said in that their 8 points agenda they gave to him when he said he did some and he did not do some. See, I think this is what they really wanted to do. That's why they just quickly suspended him, because if really they wanted to fight the security they were afraid of, that they didn't want it to happen in River State, just like Goodluck Jonathan did it, they would have just appointed a sole administrator to secure the pipelines, and Fubara will go on with his work, so that whatever fight or whatever protest they might want to bring from or the violence that they might want to create in the state, especially from his supporters, will be able to be curbed. But that is not what they are talking about, and that's why you see that as soon as Fubara came, as soon as this sole administrator came, he quickly started doing some other things, not even the security issue that they were even said they were concerned about. And some people said if even if Fubara is going to come back, they will tell him to continue with what is on ground. He should not change anything. But it's like he's going beyond that. So they are just either want to put all of those things in place, because if they are told him to do the needful, that he should do their bidding, he won't do it even as a governor. So that's why they removed him. But the question is that, is he going to yield to them and do their bidding? Which of course you can't even trust anybody in this country. Before you could say Jack Robinson, he will be there. Unless if his integrity is stronger than what we know of most of all these politicians. If not, forget about it. Because even people who are supporting him will tell him that half bread is better than none, or half bread is better than puff puff. Instead of it to say, oh, because of ego, you are not going to go back because you don't want to yield to their whatever. They will look for somebody else and put there. But the issue on ground again is that we are hearing that Wike's camp is fighting that that should not be. And don't forget, it should not even be part of it. Some people saying that, oh, Wike is angry, or he was not part of it, he didn't know, which of course I can't even believe that where Fubara went to go and meet him in London, or they had a closed door meeting where all this whole thing is ongoing, all this dialogue and reconciliation. Don't forget that Wike said from what he felt that Tinubu would have removed Fubara completely, not even this issue of a state of emergency, that they should just clear him instead of coming back. That's speaks volume. So you can't tell me that Wike is just trying to play to the gallery. He wants that man to not to be there. He doesn't want to even see anything around him. He doesn't want him to have any power. So he spoke his mind. So if that kind of person, and at the end of the day now, he know that if what we are hearing, that they are giving him that condition, or Tinubu is giving him that condition, everything is going to play out at the end of the day. But at this stage, everybody just has an opinion. But one thing that is a fact is that he met with a Fubara. What are they discussing? People have been saying one or two things, but from the old thing, Fubara and Tinubu met. What are they going to be discussing that they couldn't even discuss before they remove him? So, do you know that if eventually if Fubara moves or comes to APC, do you know that Fubara is now going to be the leader? Or maybe because automatically Fubara is still going to be the leader, or they will tell him that Wike is going to be the one that will be the leader, but you are just going to be in APC. So meaning that they know that he already has a supporters, that the supporters will definitely be with do Tinubu's bidding. Tinubu is not doing anything because of Wike, because he loves Wike, or because he loves the rivers people. Go and check Lagos. Tell me what they are enjoying in Lagos. You know that they love to suffering and smiling. Tell me one single thing that you can say, oh, a citizen of Lagos is enjoying. Tell me that thing. Tell me one thing. There is nothing. But it showed, because they can't tell us that Tinubu is the best, because They didn't vote for him. In 20, you can imagine that the shame was just too much, but they are using Agbakara to just oppress it because it's a big shame for Tinubu who has held that state for more than 2 decades. They could not vote for him. He failed woefully. He failed woefully. Why should Obi, who never had structure, the way they were talking, warn him? But nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to say anything about it. So if he has not done any good thing to the Lagosians, so is it a Rivers people or Wike? No wonder somebody said Tinubu is funding PDP, is funding Wike to destroy PDP, to destroy Wike himself. So if eventually Fubara becomes a governor or becomes a APC member, or he defects to APC, that means Tinubu will not need a, he won't need a Wike again. He will just be working directly with a Fubara, and that is where Wike is having problem, where he will be having big problem, because that time they will sideline him, and that was what some people were telling Tinubu to have done. That just align with a Fubara, align with Fubara, and that is the end. You don't need a Wike again, and that is why Wike camp is very, 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 very confused and very disturbed. That say, what is this man doing? Tinubu is going to see play him. This nonsense thing that they are talking about. Well, we know Wike for the kind of person he is. You know all of these things that he said concerning APC. He's not going to work with Tinubu. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. At the end of the day, he's the one saying something else, and he's accusing of other people of not having integrity. Do you know what this man has said? Everything is online. Everything, every negative things he has said concerning APC. But where is he today? Where is Wike today? So all of this praises is showering on or hauling on Tinubu. Overnight it will turn again and begin to say another thing. Oh God, these people, they are something else. So that is it too, because Fubara joining APC will weaken Wike's power and structures, unless there's another arrangement for him to say, oh, see where Wike is going to, because well, Wike has not even, of course, Wike just still want to be in PDP, he just be controlling the two parties because he will not want to join APC. That is it. Those are the conditions. It is now left whether Fubara is going to join APC or not, or he's going to tell them, you know what, just take your decision. But he can still stand his ground. You know that everything in a normal country, he can stand his ground, because you cannot leave. People voted for me. You can't tell me to join this thing. So what are you going to be leaving him hanging? If he goes and join them, everything in this country is just upside down. You can't say on a normal circumstance. There's nothing like normal circumstance in this country. Everything is upside down. People you think that have integrity, all of a sudden they begin to sing another song. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.